Imagine the universe, a vast, endless ocean of silence stretching in all directions. We look up at the night sky and see stars, but they're not just distant lights. They're entire worlds, billions of suns and planets. And humanity has always carried a burning question: are we truly alone? For decades, scientists have pointed giant antennas toward the sky, listening for even the faintest whisper from beyond. And sometimes, against all odds, they capture signals that defy explanation. Not the usual background noise of space, not the predictable pulses of pulsars or the static of cosmic radiation, but something that feels intentional. A sudden burst of energy that appears and vanishes, a repeating rhythm from far beyond our galaxy, a transmission so strange it feels like a message. What are these signals? Random cosmic events, or evidence of intelligent life trying to reach across the stars? In this video, we'll dive into some of the most mysterious signals ever detected, stories that have haunted astronomers and sparked debates for decades. Signals that may one day change our understanding of the universe itself. Let's begin with perhaps the most famous mystery of them all, the legendary WOW signal. The year was 1977. At the Big Ear Radio Telescope in Ohio, astronomer Jerry Amon was scanning the skies, listening to the usual background static of the cosmos. Suddenly, the instruments picked up something extraordinary, a powerful, narrowband radio signal lasting for exactly 72 seconds. It was so striking, so unlike anything expected, that Amon grabbed a red pen and circled the numbers on the printout, writing just one word in the margin: wow. That single note gave the mystery its name. The signal seemed to come from the constellation Sagittarius, in the direction of a star cluster 180 light-years away. It perfectly matched what scientists imagined an interstellar transmission might look like: strong, precise, and clean. And yet, it was never heard again. For decades, researchers have debated its origin. Some suggested it was a reflection from a passing comet. Others believed it was man-made interference. But no explanation has ever fully convinced the scientific community. The WOW signal remains a ghost in the cosmic static, a single tantalizing clue that maybe, just maybe, someone out there tried to say hello. Now, let's move to a more recent cosmic riddle, the phenomenon known as fast radio bursts, or FRBs. Imagine a flash of energy brighter than an entire galaxy, but lasting only a fraction of a second. That's what FRBs are. Sudden, millisecond-long pulses of radio waves that burst into existence from deep space, often billions of light-years away. The first FRB was detected in 2007 almost by accident, buried in archival data. Since then, astronomers have cataloged hundreds of them, and they just keep coming. Some are one-time events appearing and vanishing forever. Others repeat, sometimes with eerie regularity, like a beacon pulsing in the dark. Where do they come from? The theories are as wild as the signals themselves. Some scientists point to magnetars, hyper-magnetized neutron stars capable of unleashing immense energy. Others suggest collisions of black holes or exotic cosmic objects we've yet to identify. But the mystery deepens when we find repeating FRBs. Why would a natural source emit bursts on such a precise rhythm? To some, they sound less like random chaos and more like someone knocking on the cosmic door. Each FRB detection leaves us with more questions than answers, and the idea that one day one of these bursts could turn out to be an actual message keeps astronomers awake at night. In 2019, astronomers at the Parkes Radio Telescope in Australia stumbled upon a signal that electrified the scientific community. It was given the name BLC1, and it seemed to originate from a very familiar location, the star Proxima Centauri, our closest stellar neighbor, just over 4 light-years away. Proxima Centauri is already intriguing because it hosts planets within its habitable zone, worlds that could, at least in theory, support life. So when a narrowband signal appeared to be coming directly from that star system, it felt almost too perfect. For months, researchers studied the data, trying to determine if this was finally it, the breakthrough humanity had been waiting for. The signal looked artificial, not like the usual background noise of space. It didn't match any known natural source. But in the end, After long analysis, scientists reluctantly concluded it was likely interference from human technology on Earth, a disappointing ending. Or was it? Many remain skeptical of that conclusion, pointing out how clean and unusual the signal truly was. Could BLC-1 really have been dismissed too quickly? Was it easier to label it human interference than to confront the possibility that our cosmic neighbors might have reached out? Like the wow signal before it, BLC-1 leaves us with an itch that won't go away. The nagging suspicion that something extraordinary brushed past us and we let it slip. Not every unexplained signal is about aliens. Sometimes, nature itself produces sounds so strange they feel otherworldly. Take Jupiter and Saturn, for example. These gas giants emit powerful radio waves from their massive magnetic fields. When NASA converted those emissions into audio, they sounded like eerie screams and howls echoing across space, as if entire planets were alive and speaking. Then there are pulsars, rapidly spinning neutron stars that shoot beams of energy into the cosmos like lighthouses. When picked up by radio telescopes, they sound like a heartbeat or a perfectly timed metronome clicking away in the darkness. And let's not forget plasma waves, rippling across the solar wind. Recorded by spacecraft, they create haunting soundscapes that resemble alien choirs. Scientists can explain the mechanics of these signals, charged particles, rotating stars, magnetic storms, but hearing them still stirs something deep in the human imagination. They remind us that the universe is not silent. It is alive, with voices, rhythms, and harmonies that we are only beginning to translate. The line between natural phenomena and the unknown can blur so easily. Sometimes the most unsettling sounds don't need to come from other civilizations at all. The cosmos itself already sings in ways stranger than fiction. If strange signals are out there, who's actually listening? For decades, the front line has been SETI, the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. Using massive radio telescopes like Green Bank in West Virginia, scientists scan the skies for anything that stands out from the cosmic background. Their mission: to catch that one unmistakable signal that couldn't possibly be natural. And in recent years, the Project Breakthrough Listen, funded by billionaire Yuri Milner and supported by Stephen Hawking until his passing, has supercharged this effort. Breakthrough Listen has the capacity to survey millions of stars, combing through petabytes of data in search of a pattern, a beacon that might prove we're not alone. But here's the challenge: our own planet is drowning in radio noise. Cell towers, satellites, radar, even microwave ovens can mimic the very thing we're trying to detect. It's like standing in a crowded stadium and trying to hear a single whisper. That's why every candidate's signal undergoes brutal scrutiny. Most get thrown out as interference, but the fact remains, we've already seen signals like WOW and BLC-1 that still haven't been fully explained. Which leaves us with the ultimate question: are we discarding the wrong ones? While some signals get famous, others quietly hide in research papers and data logs, baffling scientists all the same. Take the SCP-72 signal detected in the 1990s, a short but incredibly powerful burst that left astronomers scratching their heads. Then there's the repeating FRB, with a 16-day cycle, discovered just a few years ago. It's as if some cosmic source is turning on and off like clockwork, sending a signal across the universe on schedule. What kind of natural phenomenon behaves like that? And then we have whispers from the cosmic microwave background, the afterglow of the Big Bang itself. Some anomalies in that radiation have been interpreted as possible hints of something more, though most remain unresolved curiosities. All of these examples highlight the same truth. The universe keeps producing signals we can't fully classify. They aren't always as dramatic as the WOW signal, but they are no less haunting. Each unexplained blip in the data is like a message written in a language we haven't learned to read yet. For every mystery we solve, two more emerge, keeping us forever on the edge of discovery. When official explanations fall short, speculation fills the void. Some scientists lean toward exotic astrophysics, magnetars, collapsing stars, or interactions between dark matter and black holes. But the public often leaps to a more thrilling idea: aliens. Could these signals be deliberate attempts at communication? And if so, why so brief? So cryptic? Conspiracy theories add another layer. There are claims that governments already know the truth, that SETI has picked up genuine alien transmissions but buried them to avoid panic. Others believe these signals are breadcrumbs left by advanced civilizations, nudging us toward recognition when we're ready. Of course, science demands caution. Extraordinary claims need extraordinary evidence. Yet the allure of believing we've been contacted is irresistible. The ambiguity of these signals feeds our imagination. Whether it's cutting-edge physics or hidden contact, the uncertainty itself keeps the mystery alive. And maybe that's the point. The universe teasing us with questions just beyond our grasp. So, what do we make of it all? Across decades of listening, humanity has heard whispers from the cosmos that we still can't fully explain. The wow signal, FRBs, BLC1, repeating bursts, strange anomalies, each of them stands as a puzzle piece, part of a larger picture we can't yet see. Some may turn out to be rare natural events, quirks of physics we don't yet understand. Others, well, perhaps they really are messages, signals meant for anyone out there curious enough to notice. What matters most is that we keep listening, because every time we tune in, we're reminded that the universe is not silent. It speaks in bursts and pulses, in rhythms and echoes that carry across unimaginable distances. Maybe someday, one of those signals won't vanish into mystery. Maybe it will repeat, louder, clearer, with a message we cannot mistake. And in that moment, the question of whether we're alone will finally have an answer. Until then, we stand beneath the stars, listening to the strange music of the cosmos, waiting for the next voice to break through the static.